Hey guys, so I wanted to do a review and a look of one of the palettes that were in my Shop My Stash. I'll link the video here and then also down in the description box. I am going to apologize because I am getting sick again or something, so apologies. My voice is kind of froggy and there's coughing and all that jazz, so apologies. But as you read in the title, Melt Smoke Sessions, okay? So Melt is one of my favorite brands. They have a very solid eyeshadow formula. I've never tried any of their, no, I do have some of their lipsticks. I've tried their stick lipstick. So I've never actually gone ahead and tried their liquid lipstick, their metallic lipstick, or their eyeliners, okay? So that being said, I do own quite a few of their stacks and I own all of the palettes that they have released to this date, okay? So I'm reviewing the Smoke Sessions palette. Why am I reviewing the Smoke Sessions palette? Because Melt has decided to restock it on a 420, of course, because it's 420. So yeah, this palette is a green palette, green and gold. Mine is a hot mess, so I apologize. It is, this palette is so interesting. So I have the Gemini, I have Gemini 27 or 20, yeah, 27 or 24. What is it? 27, I think, and then Smoke Sessions, right? This is the one that I have the most issues with. I think the biggest thing for me is, okay, off the bat, let's go ahead and get the good things. Good pigmentation, all of these shadows are great. I'm not one of those people that feels as if their mattes are different in their stacks. They still work. Like you'll see in the tutorial that's coming up after this whole talking part that I have the matte all over my eye and then I just haloed the shimmers on top. And I didn't have any issues. Like, they blend out very well. And I mean, there are only two mattes in this palette. So you have the one that goes with the greens, and then you have the one that goes with the more blue tone ones, okay? And so the mattes are good for me. They are powdery. They are kind of dusty. But like I've said in many videos, that's not a big deal to me. I just go in and I just pat my brush, not swirl, you know? And then, okay, let's get into the shimmers. I don't want to blind y'all, but the shimmers are where I have the most issues, okay? Oh, these shimmers, golly. Okay, these shimmers are so odd. It's almost like they weren't pressed all the way. Same thing with Gemini, same thing with 27, but I think maybe it's because this has more shimmers than the rest and it's a smaller palette, I guess. So the ratios of shimmers to mattes is a lot higher or lower? Higher. It's a lot higher. And so I guess I feel it more with this, but my gosh. It's like they're not pressed all the way. And I'll see if I can get a close up and like pop it in. But it's almost like they have muffin top. That's what it looks like to me. Like they're kind of overspilling, kind of like when you're trying to fit into your jeans, you know, when you're trying to fit into your jeans and those aren't the right jeans for you anymore, but you're still trying to do it and you have that spillage. That's exactly what this is. There's spillage, okay? There's spillage. And so, yeah, I'm just like, I hate it. I hate working with these shimmers. They're very soft, which is not a problem because like my Juvia's is soft, my Ace Beats are soft. I know how to work with soft shimmers, but these, since they're not pressed, and the softness, it's almost like you have to, grab a brush. It's almost like when you go in, you have to go in and slide, right? Slide and pat because they're coming off. They flake off kind of. Like I would go in and this is how I've been going in, sliding because they are so moist. It's almost like you pick it up like paints, if that makes sense. I hope that's making sense. And so, yeah, that's my only issues with this palette. Otherwise, I do like the palette. Like I said, the color scheme is different. It's half and half. You have your half that's kind of that olivey undertone, and then you have this half that's more of a blue-green undertone. So the looks that you're gonna get from this, you can get varied looks, but they are going to kind of hit that one note. Like, you're going to get notes that have a very olivey look to them. You're going to get looks that have a very greenish, bluish look to them, right? Which is fine. Like, I think I'm going to do another look because I have a couple more videos to film today, and I don't really care for how this eye came out. And I'm just probably going to do like Granddaddy all over, right? And do a statement lip or something. So if I do that, I will notate that in the video or whatever. But the looks that you're going to get are going to hit one of these notes, right? Which is fine because, I mean, I think anybody buying a, what is that, eight pan palette, you kind of know you're not going to get the, myriad, the variety of looks that you would get if you were buying a 15 or 12 pan palette. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's really it. Do I have swatches on this? I'll insert some swatches. But yeah, so that is it. Overall, I do like this palette. It's just those shimmers. Those shimmers are such, I mean, they're not tough. They're just a pain to work with. It takes some work. But I do like the palette, and I mean, like I said, I use it for a week straight. Hopefully I put in the looks. If not, here are the looks or whatever that I used this palette for. And so I do like the palette. I do like the palette, and I do like the looks, and I feel like it's a very pretty palette. It's just the shimmers. The shimmers are just a mess. They're just a mess. All right, guys, so that is it, and let's get into the tutorial. Guys, let's get started. I am going to prime my eyes. I'm priming my eyes with Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I've been trying this new thing out with my brows. So my brows are spiked up right now. I'll go in and do those last, and we'll see how it comes out. I want to apologize ahead of time. I'm getting sick or something. I don't know why I can't stay healthy nowadays, but something's going on. I have a tickle in my throat, and yeah, so I apologize. All right, so Melt Smoke Sessions. All right, as always, I'll put the palette in one of these corners so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I used this palette for a whole week. I think I said this in my introduction, so I apologize. But I got a full week use out of this palette. Really love it. And so I'm going to go in, and I'm going to go in with a Esom W23. And I'm going to go into Space Queen. I'm going to put that all over my lid. Then I'm going to take a Smith 232. I'm going to take it right on the edge of, or in my crease where I stopped the color. I'm just going to blend that color out. And I do have some of the color on the brush. So I have my base color down, okay? And like I said, I use this palette for a whole week already. And so I've kind of, it's a small palette, quote unquote small palette. So there's not a super ton of looks that you can do with it, and not super varied, okay? So I'm going to, this is a brush from the Wet n Wild set that they had at Walgreens. And I'm gonna go into Mean Green. And I'm gonna put that kind of right here, and I'm putting it on either side. And I'm just going in, I'm not spraying the brush or anything like that. Going back with the brush that I had Space Queen on, and I'm just going on the top and kind of blending that. And then I'm going back with Space Queen and my what is this, W23, and I'm bringing it back right here because I brought that Mean Green color over a little bit too far. Then back with the blending brush. All right, then I'm gonna go in with Blue Dream. And I'm gonna put that directly in the center of my eye. Back with Mean Green. And I need to blend out these corners real quick. I'm taking the W20 and just kind of feathering it in so it's not so harsh of a beginning of that kind of halo. Same thing on this side. And then a little bit more blue, what is that? Blue Dream. Then coming right at the top and just blending that out. Okay, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but I do have a fair bit of fallout, so there's that. All right, so let me go ahead and do my face. I'm gonna brush off all of this fallout that I have, kinda, and I really can't because it's a lot. So I'm like, I have like a green shimmer to me now. So I've done my foundation and everything, so I'm gonna line my eyes with my Makeup Forever Aqua eyes. And I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M168. And I'm gonna go into Space Queen, so I'm just gonna mimic what I did on top. Then I'm gonna go in with an E36 again, and I'm going to go into Gravity OG. Then go back with Space Queen. And just make sure I still got some Space Queen right here in this area. Okay, I'm going to line, but I'm gonna do kind of a high black liner, and then I'm going to kind of go right here, stop right here, and kind of blend out that black with the Space Queen to kind of make the eye still have this kind of circular shape. Okay, so I finished the rest of my face and I did my brows. I might have to do a tutorial on how I'm doing my brows now. I like them a little bit more kind of bushy-ish now. So I might have to do a tutorial. I'm gonna put on my lashes and I'm gonna use Ardell 778s, okay? I'll put that on, put on my hair, and I will be right back. All right guys, so that is the final look. Halo eye again. So it is a halo eye and it is very extra, but the whole reason why I did a halo eye is because I really couldn't think of anything else to do, and I didn't want to do one of the looks I already did with the palette this past week. Okay, so like I said in the previous part of the video, this palette is going on sale again on a $4.20, of course. And so if you were interested, that's when you can get it, and make sure if you are interested to go ahead and get it, because y'all already know Melt stays on BS when it comes to having stock and all that jazz and all their stuff. Okay, all right guys, so hope you enjoyed. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias, Ashley Christina on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and also my blog, ashleychristina.com. And yeah guys, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.